Stop scrolling. Your spare change could be hiding a treasure. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating old pennies you can find, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny. You might think a penny is just worth 1 cent, but some 1945 pennies have actually sold for more than $20,000 at auction. And if a rare variety or error is involved, the value can spike even higher, potentially to life-changing money. In this video, you'll discover the true history behind the 1945 Wheat Penny. What makes this coin special and mysterious. Which error varieties bring big prices. How to identify rare coins yourself. Real auction sales and record prices. And how you can check your coins today, so stick with us. One of these pennies might just be worth far more than you ever expected. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it became the first regular U.S. coin to depict an actual person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the wheat reverse stayed in use until 1958. In 1945, World War II was ending, but its effects on coin production were still felt. Earlier in the war, the U.S. Mint used zinc-coated steel for pennies, notably in 1943, but by 1945 production had largely returned to traditional bronze, 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. That combination of wartime history and rounded design gives 1945 pennies a strong historical appeal among collectors. The U.S. Mint produced 1945 pennies at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; the most plentiful variety, Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Each variety can have different value ranges based on condition and rarity. So why do collectors care about a coin worth only 1 cent? Even though over 1.4 billion 1945 pennies were made combined, most were heavily circulated, scratched, worn, and often tossed aside. Finding one in mint state condition today is rare. Pennies from 1944 to 1945 were struck using metal derived from recycled World War II shell casings, making their metal composition historically significant. Collectors love older coins that connect to major historical events, and 1945 fits perfectly. A snapshot of America at the end of a global war. While most 1945 pennies are ordinary, some rare error coins, like double dies and wrong planchet strikes, can greatly inflate value. Let's be honest, most 1945 pennies each spent in pocket change are worth very little. But the value skyrockets as condition improves and rarities are found. Typical values for everyday coins: circulated, worn 5 cents, $0.30. About uncirculated, 40 cents, $0.80. These figures reflect common grades where billions of these coins were used. Coins that never circulated and show original mint luster are much more valuable. MS-60, MS-63, $1, $5. MS-64, MS-66, $5, $75 plus. MS-67, rare $300 to $6,500 plus, especially in red, RD. Here's where it gets exciting. Pushpin 1945, no mint mark road. MS-67 plus, sold for $20,400 at Heritage Auctions in 2022. One of the highest documented sale prices for a 1945 penny. Pushpin MS-67 Plus and MS-68 examples routinely bring hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on luster and eye appeal. Pushpin errors like off-center or cud strikes also bring premiums, hundreds or more. Note: rumors of million-dollar 1945 pennies are likely confused with other wheat penny rarities, such as the famous 1943 bronze cents that have sold for 6 figures. But not for 1945. That if many 1945 pennies were made, why are some so valuable? While billions were minted, most were used heavily. Mint state, MS-65 plus. Survivors are rare because coins were meant to circulate. Finding a truly uncirculated red penny from 1945 is uncommon. Pennies are graded not just by condition, but by color. White medium star RD, red, retains original copper luster. Most valuable white medium star RB, red-brown. Partially toned white medium star BN, brown. Fully toned, and usually less valuable, a red MS-67 coin is far more sought after than a brown MS-67 coin. While 1945 isn't known for the very highest error coins in the Wheat Penny series, various mistakes, off-center strikes, cut errors, create collectible versions, and some fetch hundreds at auction here are the main error types and varieties collectors look for. This occurs when the die imprints the obverse design twice slightly misaligned. These can be valuable if significant doubling is present, often in date or lettering. Coins that were not perfectly aligned during striking show portions of the design, missing a 15 to 30% off-center 1945 coin can bring hundreds at auction in high grade. A cut occurs where a piece of the die breaks off, creating a raised blob on the coin's surface. 1945 pennies with large, clear-cut errors have sold for hundreds. Rare but extremely valuable when a coin is struck on a planchet mint for another denomination or foreign coin. Collectors might pay significant premiums if verified. Broadstrikes, no collar, and clip planchets are less dramatic, but still collectible and worth more than face. Here's how to inspect your penny before assuming it's just another cent. No mark equals Philadelphia D equals Denver's equals San Francisco Mint mark can affect value. Red RD coins command the highest value, followed by RB and then BN. Look for doubling on date or letters raised blobs. CUD, off-center design unusual surfaces. These could indicate errors. Most pennies weigh about 3.11 g. Unusual weight may indicate wrong planchet or error. High-value coins are typically graded by PCGS or NGC. Certification can dramatically increase market value. Real documented sales, not rumors, show how far values can go. Small blue diamond 1945, no mint mark road MS 67 plus, $20,400 at Heritage Auctions, 2022. Small blue diamond MS 67 plus coins often sell in the thousands range if in exceptional condition. Small blue diamond error varieties like off-center strikes and cut errors have sold for hundreds of dollars. Small blue diamond San Francisco 1945 coins in high grades have also fetched over $2,000 plus. Pushpin million-dollar claims are most often linked to other rare Lincoln pennies, like rare 1943 bronze cents, rather than standard 1945 pennies. Most 1945 Lincoln wheat pennies are still fairly common and worth a bit more than face value, especially in circulated condition. But if you find one that is, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value. The secret is knowing what to look for. Grab your magnifier, check the color, inspect the edges, and compare to online grade guides, because hidden treasures still exist in old change and forgotten collectios.